There have been 14 bear markets, a loss of 20% or more for the S&P 500 and its predecessor index over the last century. The average bear market length from beginning to end, peak to trough, is 18 months. Even though the average is 18 months, the dispersion for these bear markets is fairly significant. The shortest bear market was the 2020 one-month COVID pandemic panic. Recovered right away. But the longest bear market was the 1937 bear that was 63 months in length, over 5 years. With this amount of dispersion, it's really hard to guess how long a bear market is going to last. Just for the heck of it, I calculated the standard deviation on bear market length. It's 16, and this is in months, by the way. Now, I know for you stats people, we would all agree that this is weak data. There are only 14 data points. I'd like to see 30 or more to have a more robust and accurate number. But just looking at the limited amount of data that we have on bear markets with an average length of 18 months and a standard deviation of 16, it's anybody's guess how long a bear market is going to last. It's early April 2025. The NASDAQ and the Russell 2000 have officially hit the 20%, minus 20% threshold and are in a bear market. S&P 500 is pretty close. People are already talking about a bottom, that because we've had some big down days that we're probably very close to a bottom. I don't think we're near a bottom. I really don't. We're only a month, just over a month into the selling. And so we would be really, really short on the short end of your bear market length if we were to make a bottom now. You listen to some of these people on CNBC and you're like, man, what are you talking about? We're probably going to see a recession. Back in December, I said we had 60% odds or higher of recession. Recently, Jamie Dimon came out and said 60% odds of recession. Okay, if we get a recession, the market's going to go lower from here. We haven't even seen job losses yet. If we're getting a recession, the job losses are coming. You're going to see technology companies laying off a lot of people. It's on the way. If we get a recession, that's not guaranteed. Let's hope that we don't, okay? But if we do get a recession, we're going to see a lot of job losses. We're going to see some unpleasant announcements from companies with respect to earnings. Some businesses will probably go bankrupt, and we're going to see some bigger down days on the stock market. And it may take another 6 months or a year. That would be realistic for the stock market to make a bottom. I would really be surprised if we've put the bottom in here in early April 2025. Now, we are in highly uncertain times and big changes appear to be on the horizon. The biggest issue that I think many people aren't paying enough attention to is the amount of debt that we have both in our society and at the government level. We're almost 37 trillion now in total government debt on a 29 plus trillion dollar economy. We are spending 2 trillion more than we're bringing into the government on a yearly basis. We're going to hit the wall. It's only a matter of time before we blow up. So we have to do something about it. And I applaud the White House for taking bold action to do something about it, regardless of your politics. Whether you think tariffs are a great idea or a dumb idea, we have to do something to tackle this debt crisis. Now, this may turn out very bad. Tariffs might not work. It could end up being a disaster. And people are probably going to point to the tariffs years from now and say that was the trigger for the recession. Although I've been warning for months now that a recession is very likely. There was a recession on the horizon, or appeared to be, and I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if we're in recession right now. But again, these are uncertain times, and the length of a recession could be longer than normal. Let's hope not. Let's hope there's no recession at all, but we all need to be prepared for it. And one of the things that troubles me is that there appears to be so many people who think that there either isn't going to be a recession or that we're just going to turn right back around, that we're making a bottom now and the Magnificent Seven are just going to rip higher forever. I think the game has changed. You need to start thinking differently about how you invest. If you don't think differently, you're probably going to lose money. If you have questions about your investments, please give my office a call. We would be happy to give you a free second opinion on your portfolio. If you like this content, please share it with your friends. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gets you thinking, helps you better analyze your investments, and overall improve your family's financial plan.